My favorite day of the week now. I bet you can't guess what that is. Yeah, you guessed it right. It's Monday. Hey, y'all, it's Mental Health Monday. Look, I got a new shirt. Up. You got to get in here so I can tell you where I got it from. Remember, you can support the Lightroom by sending me stars. Stars help the Lightroom earn money to make more resourceful content. And that money can go towards me going to conferences, workshop, doing online trainings, something. Okay, so send stars. They help support me so that I can make better content. The more trainings and information I can get in front of, the better I can be as a host, a facilitator, as a resource in the Lightroom here for Mental Health Mondays. So welcome in. It's Monday. Welcome to the Lightroom. Check in with your green hearts. You already know what time it is. It's 8:05 p.m. Central Standard Time, right? 9:05 Eastern Standard Time for those that are in that time zone, such as my guest. And that means y'all got to get in here because we can't keep that baby up all night. So come on into the Lightroom. Go ahead and share this live with your family and friends. Let them know that we are live here in the Lightroom. Let me go ahead and find that theme song. Y'all know the Lightroom has its own theme song, right? Shout out to Lex and her brother for creating this jam for me. I'm going to have to get them to, make it a little longer, loop it. I didn't know what I was doing at first, but I need a little more length, okay? But let's get started. Share the live. Working on my mental health. Doing better for myself. We working on our mental health every single Monday. You better be working on it every day. But in the Lightroom, it's every single Monday. We're working on our mental health. Go ahead and share this live in your Facebook groups, your chats, your family chats, the chats among friends. Share with your neighbors, your pastors, your leaders, whoever you have access to. Because we're working on our mental health. Today is Monday. And Mental Health Warrior. Shout out to Olivia Shepherd here in San Antonio for my shirt. She's my sister in this mental health space. So shout out to her in the city of San Antonio for the work that she's doing as Coach Olivia. So go ahead and follow her on Facebook as well. So check into the Lightroom, guys. And oh yeah, just so y'all know, I'm wearing the shirt again tomorrow. I just put it on so that I can show the Lightroom. Since May is what? National Mental Health Awareness Month. So I just put this shirt on so I can show y'all, and I was excited about having it. So shout out to Olivia Shepherd again here in Texas for this shirt that I was able to pick up from her today, and I'm wearing it again tomorrow. But check in with your green heart. My guest is already here. Y'all know we don't like talking to ourselves. We want to have some people who have questions, who need answers. Listen. Let me calm down a second because what we're going to talk about, okay, just if you're here, just breathe, right? Just in through your nose, out through your mouth, okay? It's Monday. We had the weekend. You had your work day. My mama's in the house. Hey, Valencia. Hey, Quisha. You've had your work day, your school day, whatever the case may be. Just another deep breath in. Let that out. You're supposed to count and hold it or whatever, but listen, you do what works for you. I'm trying to breathe over here. One more good time, because tonight we're talking about healing. And a lot of us don't know, don't recognize, don't realize that what we just did, that simple, is also healing. Sometimes in the heat of the moment, sometimes in the middle of a tough, rough, challenging situation, you simply need to get back to center, regulate your nervous system, get yourself together, calm down, assess the situation that's in front of you. Just use your breath. That's your life system. Your breath. But we're going to talk about healing, okay? We're going to talk about healing. And listen, I've been knowing this girl for a long time. I'm going to wait till she get on the other side because y'all know how I do. I tell you how I met the guests. And then I allow the guests to introduce themselves in the way that they want y'all to know them in the Lightroom. So, welcome to the Lightroom. Go ahead and share this live. If you're from Shaw, Mississippi, we both from Shaw, Mississippi. So, I'm going to need y'all to fill the room with Shaw, Mississippi. Because both of us from Shaw. Class of 2001. Y'all need to be in here, in the room. Your classmates are on the live in the Lightroom. All right. So, Welcome to the Light Room. Go ahead and share this live. May is National Mental Health Awareness Month. But you know we talk about it year round. Okay? Come on, Light Room. Come on, Edward Hawkins. Listen, me and that boy, we go way back. He caused me to get a whooping, but I'll tell y'all about that another time. But good to see you in here, good brother. So, May is National Mental Health Awareness Month. Listen, we've been doing this a year. And if you've been coming in here a year, I know you have enough information. I know you have enough resources. I know you have enough tools to at least ask somebody how they're doing and really mean it. Okay? I know you have at least one resource, one tool in your back pocket, and that's 988. You don't have to be the therapist. You don't have to be the counselor. You can give them 3 simple numbers to get them immediate support. Okay? 988. Somebody type 988 in the comments for me. And if you want to know, if you're having a bad day, you're having a bad month, if you around somebody and they're having a bad day and you don't know how to help, say, listen, I'll dial it for you. What if you don't want to talk to anybody because you're so overwhelmed with emotion? Guess what? You can text, talk, the word talk to 988 and thank you for the 98, and a trained counselor will be on the line to talk you through the situation that you're dealing with right now. And I know in our culture, they like to say, I don't want to talk to somebody who don't know me. Listen, the situation you're experiencing, here's the best part about it. You're not the only one that's been through it. You're not the only one that's going through it. But they are trying to help you in that moment. You are the most important thing to them when you're on that line through text or talk. 988 is free. It's absolutely free. It's an immediate resource. We'll talk another time about calling the police and things like that when it's a mental health crisis, because we got to be careful with that. But tonight, okay, we're talking about healing. Okay, you always hear on the social media space, y'all need to heal. You need to heal. Generational trauma, curses, all kinds of stuff. Heal, 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 heal. Mess around and do the heel toe. I don't even know how to do the heel toe. And then I had a friend ask me one day, she said, how does one heal? Man, people telling you to do stuff you don't even know how to do. But that's all right, because you checked into the Light Room tonight. Let me go ahead and bring my guest into the other side, all right? Last time, go ahead and share this live so we can get her on the inside so we can talk about it. Y'all, listen, I'm going to let y'all come on in, girl. Come on in and tell the people. Listen, that you receive in the Light Room is for educational purposes only. What you hear may resonate with you. You may say, I feel like that. I understand that. I've been through that. But let me tell you what I need you to do. Take that information and take it back to your care team so they can assist you with your specific needs. The information again here, we don't diagnose no mental illnesses or otherwise. But we can give you a lot of knowledge, information, and testimonies of what we have experienced and how we overcame. All right? If you're a believer, you know that's what we do. By the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. Okay. I'm just saying. Let me put my headphones in because I don't want y'all to miss none of this. Headphones already activated. Okay? So we don't even have to worry about all that. So, can you hear me good?
Yes, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So, welcome to the Light Room, Nikki.
Now she hit me with the Nikki.
Okay, so that's how you know when you know somebody, okay? This is Nikki, okay? Welcome to the Light Room, man. We go way back to like Antioch Church, St. Paul Church, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Like all the way back to the country roads of Shaw.
Riding that church van with Miss Clara.
You understand what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? If you from Shaw, you need to be on this live, okay? Oh, yeah. You need to be on live for a couple of reasons that we'll discuss along the line. But if you're in the class of 2001, 2000, any of those Shaw High School classes, get on the live. Share the live with your friends. But this is Dree, author, okay? Author Dree Nicole. You understand what I'm saying? So I met her, as you can see, way back in the day. You know, we grew up together. We went to school together for a while. And, you know, I've been, there it is. Come on, 01. Shout out to my cousin. I went to school with her, and we've been knowing each other for a long time. And, of course, just like life does, people, we grow up and we transition to our own space and have our own life. But just as divinely as things are, we come back to this place. And here we are today, May 22nd, in the Light Room. All right. And she's going to tell you who she is,
how she wants you to know her, but that's how I know her, baby. Shawtown, Mississippi. Okay. So you can introduce yourself to the Lightroom so they'll know who you are.
Yes, hello, Lightroom. It is first of all, let me just say it is a pleasure to be here. As Marquita said, we go way back. Like way back. Like shoot, I've known her since her nickname was Cujo,
That's it.
you know. We ain't gonna you know.
That's
So
it.
hey. But yeah, as she said, I am an author, self-published, you know. So yeah, I get seeing the legwork, you know.
Okay.
I also make sauces, some really dope sauces. You can my page on check out my page through my author Dree Nicole page. It is De Kamari Road sauces. I make them with real fruit and different liquors, so you know you can try those out once I get myself situated with Georgia, because you know it's illegal to ship without that. But you know I be driving though.
Come on, Georgia. Ooh, bless your
I
heart,
be
honey. 6
driving.
lanes and things.
Oh
Get
goodness, I
somebody else to do
swear.
Georgia. Get somebody else to do Georgia. Uber
But
me, please.
right. But yeah, and I am also a self healer. Like a few years ago. Well, I don't know if you want me to get into that this
Almost.
right now.
Almost.
Okay, all
Almost.
right.
So,
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna hold on.
see, y'all see, the fire is ready. And let me tell you, I had
Oh
a
yeah.
very good conversation today with a beautiful young lady, and we talked for a long time. And just having the conversation with her, talking about healing, bringing about healing, and just sharing knowledge and wisdom with her. She young, but she a wise little woman. And I told her, I said, girl, you get me ready for Mental Health Monday, because we talking about healing tonight. And so I'm happy to be in this space talking about this because, again, we've heard it all over the social media space, especially when it comes to relationship. Y'all need to heal before you get into these relationships. Hurt people, trauma this, trauma
Mm-hmm.
that. And then again, when my friend said to me, how does one heal? And here's the thing, she's a therapist as well. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you know what? You're right. How does one heal? There are different stories and testimonies that we can share and talk about when it comes to healing. But tonight, we want to talk about your story. Self healer, huh? So
Yes.
tell us, girl, what you healing, what you had to heal. Tell us about your story.
Oh goodness. Okay. So a few years ago, roughly this is 2023. Time goes real fast, y'all. I swear. Um, roughly about 4 years ago, I was in a wheelchair and was pushing 300 pounds because I was on 22 different medications.
Wow.
Was just because from doctors just treating the symptoms and not the person. You know, I was in pain every single day. Dealing with diagnoses for degenerative disc disease. Um, for those who don't know what that is, I had it throughout my spine. Um, Doctors told me that my body was basically attacking itself. My white blood cells were attacking my body. They're supposed to attack the foreign invader, so they
Right.
were attacking, just my body itself. And they were eating. It was eating away at the cartilage in between the vertebrae of my spine,
Wow.
and my legs started giving out. I developed fibromyalgia, sciatica, cervical radicular neuropathy. Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
Um, and like I said, I was on 22 different medications. One of them actually damaged my heart, and I had to get a pacemaker. If you can see
Wow.
the scar, yeah, that's all right there. That's my pacemaker scar. So I be real careful when going to airports and stuff.
So set me off, y'all.
Right, be out there just beeping everything like it's a pacemaker. It's a pacemaker. I swear, I don't have a weapon. I
I have nothing, guys.
swear. But yeah, things were looking like really bleak. I am married to a wonderful man who actually married me like before things got really bad. Like I had started getting sick. Um, and I told him, I was like, because I dealt with this like since it started in 2014, and we got married in 2016. So
Wow.
I was already getting sick, and I was just like, look, hey, you didn't sign on for this. You didn't ask for this. So, you don't have to, we don't have to get married. Like this isn't what, this isn't the life that, you were signing up for. You know what I mean? That man looked at me
But
like I had another head growing out of my neck, y'all.
if we can just jump right there and give love, right? Y'all, give me some red hearts, some green hearts. Give that man some love, first of
Yes,
all.
man.
And he's a
Let me
black
give him
man,
some
okay?
too.
I'm
Yes.
just saying, I ain't prejudiced. I have a preference. He's a black
Hallelujah.
man. Let's give that brother some love because, that's healing in the culture, in the community. A lot of times we don't want to sign on to support each other through the worst. The vows say for better or for worse. And your worst came kind of in the beginning, and that man still said, it's for the better of the both of us. And here y'all are now. So kudos to you, husband. Strong black man. We appreciate you, sir. We love you for that. All right, go on, girl. I just had to give that man some kudos.
Oh,
Had to give him some
absolutely,
kudos.
absolutely. Hey, every day that I can, I let him know, hey, how grateful I am for him. Just not, not just for him, but for me. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? Like, because it's important to let the people in your life know how much they mean to you. You know,
It's
um,
important to let the people in your life know how much they mean to you. That's a healing statement. Somebody
yes.
put that in the comments. That's a healing statement. Okay, go ahead. Oh, she's my queen. I refuse to go. Y'all, he in the lot. Listen, come on, husband, sisters, those of us who have not made it to that place. Listen, look at the hope. Listen, the light room has brought y'all hope and healing tonight. I'm okay. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Go ahead, girl. I'm back.
But yeah, he is absolutely amazing. Took me to doctor's appointments, was the main one of taking care of me, because I had a bedside commode at one point. And
Wow.
I'm telling you, nothing is more humbling than not being able to wipe your own butt.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
having to have somebody to prop you up while you do your business, and then have that person bag it up and take it out. That was it. It was hard. It
Yeah.
was hard. Between that, my hair fell out, y'all. And when I say my hair, I mean the hair on my head. My brows fell out. My lashes fell out. If y'all are friends with me on Facebook, I actually did a video about my brows running away from me. Because
Listen.
it's anybody who knows, it's like comedy has been like, I'm goofy. I'm hella goofy. I love to have fun. I love to make people laugh, and that was how I kind of dealt with it.
Mhm.
Because that was rough. Like
Yeah.
when I tell you I ugly cried in the shower when my hair started falling. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it's just yeah, it
I'm
was
there
like
with
that.
you.
It
I'm there
was
with you.
like
I feel you.
that. Like,
I feel you.
baby. And doctors were telling me that like I wasn't gonna get any better. It was just gonna get worse, and I was never gonna walk again, and all this other stuff. Yeah. And now I do yoga. I walk as much as I can. Like
Okay.
every chance I get, it's like, hey, okay, come on now. I still have to do certain things to, kind of to take care of myself. I have to get, make sure I get massages, because like my muscles will like just like tighten up on me
Mhm.
like real good and be like, hey, hey, I know you feel good, but remember, remember me?
Look,
I'm
reminder.
still here. Exactly.
Wow.
But yeah, it's like I don't let that stop me, It's like I still get out here. I be out here at the Walmart on Veterans Memorial out here in Douglasville, like, hey, self-published author, come get this book, come get these sauces. I'm telling you, and just be, just out here just hustling.
I wanna I wanna take a break in there and I wanna recap what you shared with us because it ain't a light thing. 22
Mhm.
medications,
Yes.
almost 300 pounds. And if y'all know Dree, this lady is an athlete, okay? Fine as California wine, okay? Not a
Oh,
fat piece anywhere. So, hair falling out and alopecia, for us black women is a thing. Like
yes.
it's in my family. I deal with alopecia areata, which is for the crowning of your head. So it threatens my hair all the time. But, having to have your husband, help you with using a bathroom, like, that sense of privacy is no longer there about anything that's happened in your life. And then here you are, smiling, writing, making sauces. Girl,
Yes.
how? How? Just how?
Man, okay. So, and please don't get ahead of me. I'm about to say some stuff now. Don't come after me. my Bible thumpers, don't come after me.
Y'all
Because I'm telling you,
calm down, guys.
there's no Bible thumper like a Southern one. Like for real. But I actually part of it was that I stopped praying and I started meditating.
Mm.
It was every single day I was just praying to God, like, look, like what did I do? Why, I don't deserve this. Like, what did I do? Like, I try to, I help people whenever I can, sometimes going out of my way, a lot of times like going out of my way to help, to help people and everything. Like, what did I do? Like, God, like, take this away from me, and I was sitting there and I was just like, okay, hang on. Now let me think about this. All right. Now, God gave his only begotten son to the world. And we see what God allowed to happen to him. And I was just like, okay, God allowed his son, his size to be pierced. He had to carry, we know exactly. Why? Now, he didn't intervene on behalf of his own son. Why would he intervene and take this from me? Just like there was a reason for him allowing that to happen, there's a reason this is happening to me. So instead of me asking him to take it away from me, to take my lesson away from me, let me sit with it and really think about it. You know what I mean? And just really get to, because I discovered, found these, videos for like Buddhism and things like that, because I was just like, you know what, like my body's just gonna get worse and worse. Let me, let me elevate my mind. And that's what I attempted to do. And first one is I learned a lot of stuff. Like, one, Buddhism is not a religion. Shocked me. Did not know that.
Practice.
Exactly. It's a practice, and it taught me to acknowledge what was going on with my body. And again, like I said, to sit with it, And when I say acknowledge, like when I would feel that pain coming, I would sit there and okay, I'm aware of a little pain. I'm aware of a little pain in my body. And those little specific words I would use, a little pain, because it's mind over matter. It was hurting like some but I would only call it a little pain.
Wow.
And I would acknowledge it, saying, I'm aware. Breathing in, I'm aware of a little pain in my body. Breathing out, I release the source of that pain. And just in meditating, I got to, things just kind of began unfolding. You know how like a lotus flower, like when it's like that, it just blooms out like that. That's how things just kind of began to unfold for me. And I was just like, wait a minute, hold on. So you telling me I'm feeling this pain because I was holding on to this hurt from this right here? And it blew my mind.
Yes.
Like, y'all, when I tell you, when they say mind over matter, that's some real stuff. Like,
That's
for
some real
real.
stuff.
Like, it really is. And I was just like, oh my goodness. And it was like, there was a day I was sitting again, just in pain. And I was sitting there and I was just breathing and just tears were just streaming down my face. And I was like, I said, you know what? Like, no, let me wipe these tears. No, because I'm gonna make it through this. You know what I mean? And I sat there and I said to myself, I said, you know what? I can't control what these ailments are doing to my body. I can control how I respond to them.
Jeez. Wow. Heart,
Tell me why
thumbs
right
up,
in
something.
that moment the pain like stopped. Like
Wow.
it stopped. I looked at my husband and I was like, oh my God, like bro, I'm not hurting right now. Like I'm not
Right.
hurting. Like I'm serious. Like I was like, no, touch me.
Yeah.
We were at a point, it was like, y'all, when I tell y'all, my husband, because he's very loving. You know, anyone who knows him knows that he is very loving. He loves his family, you know, he loves his wife.
Oh man.
And he would do
Shout out to the
whatever
husband.
he could to comfort me. And usually that comfort involved rubbing my back. He'd rub my back, he'd rub my legs, and I could not, like, I wasn't able to enjoy the feeling of his touch on my skin. And that hurt. Like, y'all, when I tell you, I did not think that my marriage was going to make it. Like, I was so grateful that he had stayed with me. I didn't think that we were gonna make it though, because
Wow.
I was just like, nah, this is a lot. Like, man, like I'm doing all this, like we haven't made love and hellas, like we can't, like there's nothing I can do, like nothing.
Yeah.
But he stayed right there with me that entire time,
A few
and
things.
just allowed me to just go through it. He just walked through with me.
A few things in this, Adrian. Um, you said you acknowledge the pain
Yes,
with a breath in and a breath out. You said, I can't control what these ailments are doing to me, but I can control my response.
yes.
And to those of you who have been in this space for as long as we've had, I tell you all the time how what you think and feel shows up and manifests as physical pain in your body. And for me, it was the hives and the swelling, the things that I was suppressing. And I'm so glad you said it. Like you didn't say, I ain't in pain, I'm not hurting. You said, I'm feeling a little pain here. Acknowledging the pain.
Exactly.
And then also speaking the power. Tierra said the tongue is powerful. And I know a lot of times, we quote that scripture and quote that scripture and quote that scripture. But the moment we really realize the power in the words that come from the scripture, it's healing. And just like, again, the breath, the breathing in, breathing out. Now, y'all saw, I didn't even know that would be a part of what you would say when I did the breathe in and breathe out in the beginning. Okay? So y'all
Yeah, that's why I
know.
was so happy. Like when you did, I was like, "Oh yes, yes, this is me right here, yes." And I just
Yeah.
sat here and it was just like,
Yes. Because it's
yes.
healing.
I'm
Okay?
telling you,
It
when
is
you take
healing.
those mindful breaths, baby, let me tell you, like, cause I'm telling, I take it all the way. Like I feel like okay, I feel like feel the breath like coming in through my nose and imagine it like going down, you know, filling up my lungs, you know, feeling my my belly expand and everything, and then blowing that out and feeling my belly go, you know, go back in and
Mm-hmm.
my lungs
Mm-hmm.
emptying and just blowing and just not only releasing breath, releasing any negativity that I may be holding,
Gotta push
you
it
know.
out.
And it's like I do a lot of like guided meditation, and because I've actually done like healings for for other people, and like because like when a lot of times when they have pain, it's mental stuff, it's emotional stuff that they're holding on to that they didn't even realize was an issue for them, you
Yes,
know?
those suppressed emotions, suppressed feelings. I
Yes.
was talking earlier today, and I said I remember talking to a lady who was in like her 50s, and we ended up talking through some things that were bothering her in the moment, but it allowed us to track all the way back to her being 9 years old. She was in her 50s, still dealing with the suppressed emotions of herself when she was nine. Nine. you know, just think about how many blocks, heart blocks, you know what I'm saying? Blood blocks
Yes.
that people are experiencing just because of what you're holding here and here. And that's why they say forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for you.
Not at all. And I never got that until I started on my journey, you know. It's because I know because you never knew about this, but yeah, like I was molested a couple different times. You know,
Yeah.
I was raped a few different times. Like my very first sexual experience was not one that derived from consent, you know.
Wow. Been
So
there.
yeah, I was holding a lot, and a lot of this stuff happened before I was 10 years old, before I was 13, before I was even 13 years old,
Yep.
you know. And then people wonder why I ended up pregnant at 14 and had a baby at 15, you know. It was like there was so much hurt and so much pain and just a feeling of just not feeling worthy of love, you know, like I'm, you know, looking for love from my mom, you know, and don't get me wrong, it's like my mom loves me,
Right,
okay?
right,
But
right.
it's just, you know, my mom, she, it's like she loves hard, you know, I need it soft,
Mm.
you know,
One more
so it's
time. One more time. Say that one more
like
time.
my mom loves hard, I need it soft, you know, like, and we won't always get what we, you know, what we need or what we want from our parents, you know what I mean? That's why I do gentle parenting with my children now. Now don't get me wrong, I used to tear that butt up when they you know, when they were younger. Not proud of it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But that's just, you know, hey, when you learn better, when you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
I learned better because it was just like, hold on, like this doesn't make any sense. Like, okay, I'm, you know, I want you to trust me and I want you to be, you know, be willing to come to me and talk to me willingly and openly, listen, words.
It'll happen.
But then I'm gonna hit you and create this level of fear in you of me.
Of me. The one whom I trust.
Exactly. Where there is fear, there can't be trust. There can't be, you know, there can't be
Mm.
openness. There can't be vulnerability.
Y'all, I hope y'all writing this stuff down. Because I'm gonna need somebody to tell me what was happening. I need y'all taking notes so I can be like, what was that fear thing again? Well, there's fear. There can be no trust. Okay. There's no vulnerability. And we need vulnerability
Yes.
to build these relationships, especially between parents, and child. And people have their, differences and thoughts about gentle parenting and what it even looks like. And that's not saying you let your child do whatever, but it is
No.
giving your child a place, a voice, choices
Exactly.
and
It's
options.
helping them feel heard, like
Yeah,
letting them feel heard, which is something like a lot of us, because I know, because me, hey, I'm an 80s baby. I grew up in the era of, hey, a child should be seen and not heard.
that's it.
You
Get somewhere
sit
and sit
down
down.
over there and you sit down. Exactly.
Get
Exactly.
somewhere
Get
and sit
somewhere and
down.
sit down. Go outside and play all up in grown folks' business. You know, all of that. You know what I mean? But I was having grown up thoughts. I needed to be able to talk to somebody about
Some
those thoughts. I didn't have anybody to talk to about those thoughts. People I should have been able to go to about those thoughts were the very people who hurt me. So I had trouble trusting, you know, and that carried all into my 20s, my 30s, you know. And
I'm
then,
glad
you
you
know,
said that.
if I hadn't taken care of that now, I'd have a problem now in my 40s.
That
I'm about to, and because I'm proud to be about to be 41 this
yeah,
year in December, okay?
we on our way. I'm
There we
almost
go.
40. 40, here I come. 40, here I come. I'm glad you said that, and I'm glad you connected it to from then to now because again, and I know childhood trauma, some people don't want to hear about it, some people do, but let me tell you something. What you get in those foundational years is what's going to carry you into your
Yes,
next years and your next years. And if you don't deal with your stuff, Dr. Stacey Spencer told us this. If you don't deal with your stuff, it's going to deal with you. And so many
facts.
times that's what we see people's stuff dealing with them, and sometimes the stuff you suppressed it down so far, you don't even realize exactly what the stuff is, or that is the stuff. Somebody said that they struggle with vulnerability right now, and me too. shout out to me. I got a therapy appointment tomorrow. I'm so glad. But and some of the same challenges you had, sexual assault. Whew, I didn't even realize how long you could carry that. I, I didn't realize how long you could carry that. I've had the opportunity to face, one of the people that caused such a thing, and I wasn't even sure how I respond, what would happen in a moment. And then, sometimes when it happens, you question yourself, like, did that really happen? Is it? But, the way the interaction was, the way he responded when he saw me, he knew that I knew that we knew you weren't supposed to do that. And seeing him and being able to release my thoughts and not my hands in that moment, whoo, to be able to release my thoughts and not my hands in that moment. But I walked away from him after, letting him know what he had done and what the pain that it had caused for years in my life. I've been free ever since. I, have no lessons or curses for him.
For me, I first before I forgave those people, I had to forgive me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't even, I'm telling you, when I practiced, like, I would definitely practice, be vulnerable with yourself first. Okay? If we're vulnerable with ourselves, then being vulnerable with other people, with those people who we're close to. Okay? Yeah. That will come much easier. Yeah. I was able, like, I literally sat in a mirror and was just like, hey, baby girl, let me talk to you for a minute. I went back. Yeah. I went back for me.
Come on.
I had to go get me.
Girl, don't make me throw my iPad on the floor.
I had to go get me.
Listen, I had to go get me. Okay.
Baby, because part of me was missing. And I thought that that hole that I felt was love that I didn't get from my mom. No, I got exactly what I needed from my mom. I got exactly what I needed. She did, like yes, were her lessons hard? Absolutely. Did I get a lot of stuff from her that I didn't deserve? Yes. But like I said, hurt people. She was dealing with her own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But again, I had to forgive myself. Hey, baby girl, that's not your fault. That was not your fault. She was hurting because she didn't have people around her to show her the kind of love that you show your children, that you show yourself.
Yeah.
If she had that kind of love, that she would have given it to you freely.
Y'all want to know how to heal. This is it. This, and the process of it may look different, but listen, this is it. I mean, I'm girl, fool over here. But this is it. And I'm glad you mentioned that about the whole parenting things. And I know, again, they say parenting is hard. There's no manual, there's no book, and that may be the case or whatever it is. But forgiveness to the children who feel like my parents should have done this, should have done that. As the old people say, live long enough, you'll see. Once you become parents, you'll begin to understand. And that's why, above all things, get an understanding. Let wisdom be the principal thing. Leave your heart open for, forgiveness, for your husband said something about hard conversations. They have to be had.
Uncomfortable conversations.
Uncomfortable conversations.
I am the queen of uncomfortable conversations, baby. Let me tell you, I'm so serious, because because now it used to be where, like, I would get mad at him because and that's another thing, healing from emotions too. Mm-hmm. It's easier because I recently spent some time at the Magnolia Grove meditation practice center in Batesville, Mississippi. Yeah, it's a monastery, so there are Buddhist monks and nuns, that live there and everything. And one of the people there said it's easier because we were having a conversation, and I talked about how anger is a surface emotion. Show me what's underneath that, and normally what's usually underneath that is pain, loneliness, hurt, jealousy, exactly, fear, all those things. And he goes, it's easier to be angry than to be hurt. It's easier for you to go, no, F you and da 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 and all this other stuff instead of saying, hey, Marquita, when you said this right here, that really hurt my feelings.
That really hurt
You
me.
know, and now as a 40-year-old woman, I will say that to another adult person. Hey, even if that's my husband, hey, when you said this right here, when you did this right here, it kind of made me feel it kind of hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
It kind of made me feel this, this way right here or that way right there. It was upsetting for me because this is how I perceived it. This is how I understood. This is how I received your words or your actions.
Come on,
And then
communication.
he acts and he sits down. He straight pulls up a chair like, okay, like, all right. Oh, you know what? And he thanks me for sharing that with him. Like we get into that too.
We
Like
cloning your husband, I'm
if he
telling you now.
shares with me, like if he shares something with me, then I tell him, I'm like, hey, thank you so much for sharing that with me. Just the fact that you feel comfortable enough with me to be vulnerable with me, to share those feelings with me. You know what I mean? It makes me feel loved. It
Yeah.
makes me feel special.
Come on, use the
You know,
words.
there we go.
We
You
cloning your
know.
husband. I'm just telling you, we gonna have like he gonna be in Georgia, he gonna be in Texas. You got to put a sticker so you can be like, this the original. But
Like
we
I gotta
cloning that
hold,
good brother.
I hold the package. I gotta hold the package.
We cloning that good brother.
There you
Man,
go. And
that's
like
healing
Sean
to
said,
hear.
communication is always two parts.
It's two parts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm
It's
glad
so
that,
true.
y'all do that. And I'm glad you're
Yes.
sharing that, how that looks and how that actually works. Like him pulling up the chair, him leaning in, if you will, to
Mm-hmm.
hear, to see, to feel, to understand you, and then you doing the same. That's the only way this is going to work.
Right.
That's
And
the
it's
only way this
like
is going to work.
because we have to stop doing this. You always doing this. Nah. You want me to tell you what I say? Always and never are convenient lies that we like to tell ourselves because no one always or never does anything. Okay?
Now y'all write that one down. No, let's all write that one down.
Never,
Somebody write that down so
always
they can
and
get it.
never are convenient lies that we tell ourselves. All right?
Yeah.
Because no one's always making you angry. No one's always aggravating you. If anything, like we need to start and then because this and again, like this is all part of my healing,
Mm-hmm.
because like when I started healing like those old parts of me, I was able to heal. I was able to change how I respond to certain things, like certain thing like now if something because I mean don't get me that doesn't mean that I don't get angry, you know what I mean? I still do, but it's different though. I'm a lot more calm with it, and it's like if something does make me angry, it's like I'm curious about it. It's like, ooh,
What has
hold
that
on.
triggered? What
That
what is that
that
about?
exactly like hold on, that just made me angry. Why did that make me angry? Why did that just upset me? Okay, let
Yeah.
me think about this, and if I don't know, I say, you know what? I don't know why that made me angry. And y'all, those three words right there, I don't know, are three of the most important words that you can say to yourself when asking a question. Let me tell you why. Let me tell y'all a secret. Lean
Lean
in a little bit.
in,
Let me
guys.
tell you. Let me tell y'all a secret, okay? Our brains are capable of making billions of calculations per second. So if you say to yourself, by saying to yourself, I don't know, your brain's like, hold up, wait a minute. We don't know. Wait, there's
We
something
gotta
we don't know. Hold on.
figure that out.
Hey, come on, go through these files. We gotta figure this out. Why don't we know? I know we know this. It's somewhere. Your brain will uncover it for you.
Woo. Y'all, this is good.
Just by saying, you know what? I don't know. And then just leave it alone. You don't have to wreck your brain. You don't have to rack your brain over it. You don't have to stress about it. Just say, you know what? I don't know why that bothered. I know that bothered me. It definitely bothered me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know why. And that's okay. Give yourself grace. Again, very important part of healing.
Yeah.
Giving
Yes.
yourself permission to be imperfect. Okay? Giving yourself permission to make mistakes, you know? That's what life is. That's what it's about. Every day, every single day is something new. We may go through a lot of the same things, but for the most part, every single day, something new is happening. Every single day is a brand new day, a new opportunity, and just just new opportunities for new experiences, you know,
That's it.
and
That's
not
it.
all of them are going to be enjoyable experiences,
True. What
but
people
they're
say,
all,
true.
and there you go, but they're all educational and they're all necessary if we just flow with it,
Yeah.
don't resist, you know what I mean?
That,
No,
that
no,
word.
no, I don't want to do that. You don't have to. You gonna do it now, or you gonna do it? You gonna do it later?
Linda Stringfellow say you can volunteer or be voluntold. One way or
There you
another.
go.
One way or
Because
another.
either way, hey, God, universe, spirit, Mother Earth, source, whomever chose you to go through this right here, whatever your
Walk in there or
situation
go
is,
kicking like a
you
baby.
with
It's your choice.
exactly,
It's
exactly.
your choice.
So you
I'd
can
say
walk through that
walk.
door, you can get drugged through kicking and screaming, baby. But either way, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
It
I
is
would say
going to
walk.
happen.
I've already done the kicking and screaming. I don't like it. I don't like it. I've done it a couple times.
It's
Let's
not.
just
It's
go
not
ahead and walk.
enjoyable.
It's
It's
not
not
at all.
enjoyable.
You
No,
scrape
and
your
then
back.
it wreaks havoc on your skin. I'm telling you. Since I
You,
started flowing and stuff, skin just been clearing up and
come on,
glowing and
skin.
stuff. Like what? What? Huh?
Come on, skin. Listen, my daddy used to tell me that I don't know was an answer, and it is.
It is.
It's good. It's healing. It's safe. It allows you, like you said, yourself time for the
There you
answer
go.
to come to you, because we don't
Mhm.
have to know everything. We don't
You
know everything.
don't.
I don't want to know everything. How stressful that is to know everything. Sometimes the
That
stuff I do know is stressful. So I'm like, dang, why I even know that? But I do.
exactly. Like why? Why do I have to know this? Why do I have to know this?
Lord,
But you know
what
what? But I do.
Arrested Development, he said, I asked the Lord why you enlightened me without the enlightenment of all my folks. I was like, listen, because I'm over here
Ooh.
struggling, Lord. You understand? Like somebody else needs to be in here, but you just, okay, it be those moments. Listen, Adrian, this is good. Do y'all have any questions in this space?
Oh
You have
yes,
you have
please.
given a vision, you have given tangible things to healing. I absolutely appreciate that. So if your question was, how do you heal? What do I need to do? Breathe, number
There you
one.
go.
Don't
Breathe, baby.
resist, okay? Acknowledge that you're feeling whatever you're feeling. And then also speak what needs to be said to what you're feeling. I feel a little pain,
I'm,
you know.
I'm feeling a little sad. You know what? Like I'm if you're if someone like because like there's some because like there's those people who like they come around and just like
Mm-hmm.
look at her, you know that mess right
That
there.
little energy.
You know what I mean? Exactly. Like no, that's not that person. That's you. That's you. Work on whatever. There's something in you that is resistant to this person. And the thing, because it's like, because I tell people now, like, you know what, like if there's somebody that I feel like I don't like, and it's like I don't even use that like those terms anymore, because to not like somebody is to put way more energy into that person than I care to. I'd rather put that energy towards me. So I ain't got time to be around here not liking somebody for what?
Come
Making
on.
other
Y'all better
money
be getting
for
these
what?
gems. Okay.
you know but at the same time, it's like I realize that if there is a person who like if their personality kind of rubs me the wrong way, you know what I mean, I recognize, no, there's something. What is it about me? It's me, it's not them,
What's being
it's
revealed?
me. Exactly. Like what is it that's in them, because I'm seeing something in them that's a reflection of me and I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it?
I
Let's get
remember
let's get
my
into
first
it.
I remember my first real job after college, and it was in Memphis, and it was this girl, and I, my word, she extra. She was just doing way too much. Like I didn't even want to see her coming because I'm like, ma'am, you
Ooh.
doing way too much, okay? Annoyed me so bad. But let me tell you, I worked with her for years. She is one of my bestest of friends, one of the best people that I've met. Because at that moment, I was resisting her tenacity, right? Her passion, her discipline, her organization, and the fact that she was on her stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when she came around, she knew exactly what she was looking for. She knew exactly what you should have. And of course, in a moment, there were moments where I didn't have what she was looking for and I knew it. So it's annoying me that you coming over here bothering me. But when I tell you I love that girl, because working with her over the years and just getting to know her, she had all the things that I was growing to desire professionally. You know, when I need to talk about things, especially when it comes to workforce, listen, low, low, that's my girl, low. Let's talk about it. One of my favorite people. But when I first got to Memphis, that's how I wear my nerves so bad. I did not want to see that girl coming. But,
Ooh.
she's passionate, man. I don't know if I had ever seen a person with so much passion about what they do, so much discipline and tenacity. And when I say she be on it, and to this day, that's still who she is. That's just who she is. So yeah, we have to, to thine own self be true. Know who you are.
Yeah.
Start with me first. So if I feel any type of resistance or, whatever, like ho ho ho, especially if you don't know the person, what you feeling some type of way for? Check yourself. You don't even know this person. So that's definitely some stuff that's within you. And that's what healing, will allow you to do. Because, at first, broken, trying to hide, wasn't sure of myself, my own insecurities. So I'm mad at her. Didn't even really know her. But then, over time with growth for the both of us, just talking to her, getting to know her, telling you, one of my favorite people. One of my favorite people. And the girl's still a hard worker. She go hard for what she do. So she said, no question, just tears. Not the people crying. Listen, healing gonna bring about some tears, baby. I done had a couple of closet moments lately. I done, woo, baby, cried the other day, cried like a newborn baby. But it'll happen. Somebody said it's cleansing tears, and it was.
Exactly. Let those tears flow. Let them flow. Because I'm telling you, like I have friends that they tell me, hey, don't use no tissue or no towel to wipe those tears away. You rub those tears in. Those tears are badges of honor. It takes strength. It takes resolve. It takes bravery. It takes strength of character, baby, to allow yourself to show that sort of emotion.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Let those tears flow. Let them.
Yeah,
Because I'm telling you, I have released many have been at a point where I was ready to give up on me. Because I'm telling you,
wow.
it was hard. I was just like man, like nah, I'm in this wheelchair. I was angry. I was sad. I was so hurt. I couldn't play with my children the way I wanted to. I couldn't go out and take walks. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. I couldn't work. Baby, I got my first job at 15. Okay? And had an apartment too in Cleveland, Mississippi. Okay?
Come on, Cleveland. Come on, Cleveland.
So, and it was like, dang, why am I'm forgetting the name of those apartments, but I know, because y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like Eastside High School is right here, and there was some apartments like right there. I had an apartment in those apartments.
Come on, Eastside folks.
So that part.
Like, I'm trying to get the visual of Eastside. I'm a hawk,
There you go. She said she was there. I'm telling you, like, it was me not being able to work.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Like, it was like that was like so hard. I felt useless, and I was just like, dude, like what, like why is this man with me? Like, no, like, cause man, nobody wants a useless woman, and that's how I felt. Cause when my husband and I got together, baby, when I say I had 4 jobs and was in school full time.
Wow, come on.
Don't ask me how I did it, because I swear if I sit back and think about it, I may lose my doggone mind. But I was making it work because it was me and 3 children. I had to do what I had to do, but I was in survival. I was just in survival mode. I spent so long in that like just holding on to trauma and pain and all this other stuff, and being in survival mode for so long. My body couldn't take it.
It's
Like I was
exhausting.
not taking care of myself. I was barely eating. I was making time to work out though. Because I'm like, nah, no, I gotta get lean. I gotta be right. I gotta get this little booty. I gotta get summertime fine. Like all of this stuff. You know what I mean? But I was not truly loving myself. I wasn't, because if I gained even a little bit of weight, I was like, ugh, like,
Mm-hmm.
no, I didn't want to look at myself in the mirror, none of that. And I'm telling you, y'all, one of the worst things you can do is reject your own body, no matter what shape it's in. Love
Wow.
yourself.
Wow. Wow.
I'm telling you, it's like
Wow.
you reject your body long enough, it's gonna reject you, and you ain't gonna like it.
Come on. Tell the truth about it. Man, listen.
Mm-mm.
That's good. That's good and that's true
Because
and
I
that's
because
real
I told
because
you like my body was attacking itself. The cells that are in your body to fight diseases
we're
that
fighting
get
you.
inside was fighting me because I was fighting me. I was fighting who I was because I didn't know who I was. But now, and it's like, I'm still like, there's still like some new stuff that comes up every now and then. But it's like, it's a lot easier
Mm-hmm.
to deal with. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? I deal with it more gracefully, and I talk nice to me.
Me too.
Exactly. Love yourself first. I
Me too.
had to, because it's like it's only through finally loving myself that I realized, like, damn, I really didn't love my husband when we first got together. I thought I did.
Wow. Wow.
I thought I
Yeah.
did. But then it's like I get to, I got I got to getting to know me and talking nicer to me, and just being like, hey, Dree, you tripping right now. Like that wasn't cool,
Yeah.
Or it's like, or it's like, because now I'm more mindful with my words,
Yes.
and it's like if I say something and I go and I replay it in my head, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Let me go check in with let me go check in, with my Pharaoh. That's what my husband's name is, Robert. I call him Pharaoh, or you may hear me call him Ro, short for Pharaoh. So yeah. Um, Hang on, let me go back and check with him, like, hey, Ro, when I said this right here earlier, did it sound, because I didn't like, because when I replayed it in my head, it sounded kind of messed up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it was
Wow.
like the tone sounded kind of, sounded a bit off. So I just wanted to check in with you to make sure that it was received appropriately.
The
And he'll,
intentionality.
yes, very,
Whew.
very intentional.
The intentionality. That's how we heal, y'all. This is how we heal the black love. This is how we get pee out of the date. That tickle. This is how we get pee out of the dating pool. This is that tickles me every time they say it's pee in the dating pool because they say it in Texas, they say it in Georgia, they say it in Mississippi, they say it everywhere. Pee is in the dating pool. But y'all listen. Start with yourself. Love
Yes,
inward so you can love outward.
there you
It
go.
gotta start within. You are your first advocate. Advocate for yourself.
Cheers to
And
that.
that's what we push in the light room. Self-advocacy first. You can't take care of anybody else if you don't take care of you. And 22 medications, almost
Yes.
pushing 300 pounds, a wheelchair, couldn't even clean her own self. Couldn't work, losing all of her hair. And look, y'all, look. Okay, how many medicine? You still taking medication? Still on a lot of
I
medications?
take none. None.
Come
It's
on,
like it's
real
all if it's
flex.
in because that part because baby, I'm telling you, the only thing I take, like, I make my own, like, elderberry tincture, so I take that, just to keep down, like, the sinuses and allergies and all that other stuff. So if y'all have problems with that, get you some elderberries, dried or fresh. Make yourself a tincture. It's real easy. You can look on YouTube and do that. If you want to
Right.
message me and ask me how I make mine, I will send you that. But yeah, I take, like, an elderberry tincture. I drink a lot of tea, like a lot.
Green tea or different
Oh my God,
kinds.
girl, green tea, black tea, like chamomile tea, peppermint
Yes.
tea. If I'm having like real bad cramps or something, I'm drinking horsetail tea.
Come
You
on,
know,
horsetail.
hey, I'm telling you, or like corn silk tea. I'm telling you, it's baby. Or I will make tea out of mullein. If I'm having if I'm having if I, because I haven't had, oh my goodness, like my kids don't even have asthma anymore.
Wow.
And I haven't had to use an inhaler for like a few years now.
Wow.
Few years now. Yep. Have not had to do that.
Listen.
I don't take antidepressants. I don't take anti-anxiety medication. None of that. Now, I'm not saying, please do, baby,
Come on.
for those who have those prescriptions, this is not permission for you to go and dump your
Right.
meds down the
And
toilet,
don't say you got
okay?
it out the light room either now.
Exactly. Please do not, okay? All right. But it's just like that was mine because there was I didn't like I didn't like who I was when I was taking them. I felt like I was an artificial version of myself, you know. However, there are certain mental health
Illness.
I don't what is this yes, thank you. Because I didn't know if disorder was the right word. I'm like,
We can do that. Disorders for
okay.
illnesses. Mhm.
Yeah, and you know that may require certain
Mhm.
certain medications and everything. So it's like, so I don't want y'all to just be out like, oh well, hey, Dree said that she did this or
I just
did
take my elderberry,
that's
child.
Dree. Okay. That's Dree. Okay, like do what works for you. Like
Yeah,
the name of the thing is healing my way.
that's
That
it.
was my way.
That's it.
Okay, do what works for you.
Absolutely.
Okay, as long as it's healthy and you're talking to like your therapist, or talking to your therapist or your psychiatrist or psychologist or whomever, you know what I mean? And just be open and honest with them. Say, this is what I'm doing,
Mhm.
you know?
Mhm.
And
And be honest
I
with
won't
yourself.
lie, I did like I was smoking marijuana I did start smoking marijuana for pain, you know. So
They are
that's
prescribing
yeah,
it nowadays.
yeah.
I heard it has its benefits, and I think the only thing about it, about the whole marijuana thing, is that when it gets in the hand of youth whose brains are still developing. And
Mm-hmm.
so you're altering that development when you're taking the marijuana. But as an adult, for ailments, then absolutely it has a purpose.
Yes,
But smoking marijuana to escape your reality only causes more harm. So I think
exactly.
that's the bigger issue, like with more education and understanding of it. Because it is a herb,
It
right? It
is.
is a natural herb.
Mm-hmm.
But like again, for children, for young adults, the brain doesn't
Yeah,
stop
it's like
developing until
if you're just
25.
doing it, like if you're just doing it just to be like, hey, I just want to be high, you know what I mean?
Look at
It's
her.
like it's just come on, man, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just like, cause I was smoking like medicinally, and
Hmm.
when I say medicinally, it's like, okay, two like 2 3 puffs, and I'm
Yeah.
putting it out, and then it's like, and I'm just sitting back, and it's just like, whew, okay, because there was, the pain would get to a point where it was just unbearable,
Hmm.
and so it was like, okay, all right, so do that, whew, get some relief. Okay, now I can focus. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it made it easier for me to be able to do things that I wanted to do. Like I could get up and I could start taking steps on my own, start doing like the little seated yoga,
Yeah.
at first. And then after that, switch to, like doing regular yoga, like on an actual mat,
Wow. Wow. That's
you know?
amazing, girl. This is a true testimony of healing physically, mentally, emotionally,
Yep.
spiritually.
That's
Okay,
it.
and I'm so glad you decided to share with us. And I'm so glad to see you're doing well. Shout
Thank
out
you for the
again,
opportunity.
husband. We're gonna clone you. So just get ready. We're
Right,
gonna
get
clone you
ready.
across the
Give
world.
me a
Yeah,
clone.
right. Because we gotta get this. We gotta get this pee out of dating pool because the girls are just not happy. Matter of fact, the guys ain't happy either. So here we go. Here's
No,
our
they're
answer, guys.
not. I'm
Yeah,
telling you, but
they're
I'm
not.
telling
They're
you,
not
it's
happy.
like, but if we start making those, like if we make those changes within ourselves, we'll notice that the types of people that we attract are totally different.
Yeah,
Totally
absolutely.
different, because they're gonna be people who aren't used to, because I'm very open now. Like very, it's like, and I tell people, like, I do my best to approach every situation with an open mind and an open heart, no preconceptions,
Hmm.
no preconceived notions, no prejudgments or anything like that. And it's like, because I've had people tell me some stuff, and it's just like, okay, like, oh, for real? Oh, that's what you did?
Hmm.
Like, oh,
Hmm.
all right. Look out for you. And I'm interested in it. You know what I mean? And then it's like, and you'll notice that, like, when you're open like that, when you're open and not guarded, the people who mean you no good will avoid you.
With, yep.
Because they're like, uh-uh, no, something ain't right
So
with
yeah,
her.
yeah.
No, I'm gonna
You,
go
you
over
really that
here.
calm, huh?
They're not going to be comfortable around you. Like, you hear me?
Absolutely.
Be open, be open, you know. And it's like, it'll help you to just see, like, you won't even have to like sort, filter people out, like,
Delete everybody
oh
every two
yeah,
weeks.
like, exactly. 'Cause I'm like, oh, that was me, that was me.
The people be, wow, boy, I'm going on a deleting spree. All right, do what you do. But I
Yes,
ain't deleting nobody, child.
that
Unless you one of
that
them
was
people from
me.
cross seas playing on my page. But child, you on there, you on there. I'm not doing all that. I ain't even got the capacity or the, tenacity to be deleting nobody. If you ain't gonna be there, like you said, the algorithm or you will remove yourself because
There you
you
go.
no longer want to get this good, healthy, healing content.
Yes,
And I am absolutely okay with that.
there you go.
I'll let you walk yourself out. Okay, sweet love.
Period.
Well, this has been absolutely great. I'm so glad we got to do this. I'm so glad. And I hope everybody that's listening, whether you stayed in the whole time or you dropped in and out, I hope you heard, I know you heard some things that was resourceful, that was, helpful for you, that was healing. Take those things, meditate on them, use them for your good. Healing is in your hand, in your heart, and in your mouth. Breathe in, breathe out. Speak
Yes.
well to yourself. Speak well, live long. Acknowledge the pain that you're feeling, and then acknowledge the truth that you can be healed from the pain.
Yes.
Okay. It doesn't have to have you. You might be taking a lot of medications now, but you could be, at some point just only taking elderberry tincture. Let that go with your healthcare team. We just saying, but there are things that God has put on this earth for our healing, for our use. So use those things. And also, Black love is a beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm so happy that you shared that part of your journey as well, of how this Black man was there to support you, to take care of you, and then the love that you reciprocated to him. It's a beautiful thing to see you as a Black woman go back and say, how did that sound to you? How did that make you feel? Because we're not all angry. We're not all against the brothers. We
No.
love the Black man.
There you go.
So if you lost hope, I hope you gained it back tonight.
Please.
So how
Oh,
can people reach you before we,
okay.
let them
Well,
go to bed?
please, please do. Yes, please reach out. Of course, there's always my Facebook page, author Dree Nicole. Um, I do have, I do post about my book and everything on there. It's called The Other Woman Playbook: Rules of a Dangerous Game. So if you like fictional suspense, fictional, okay, I'm not advocating anybody to go out here and be a mistress or anything like that.
Right.
Then definitely check that out. And also, like, if you're in a relationship, I'm a huge advocate of couples reading together.
Mm.
Like, it is a simple but very powerful intimacy builder. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of men have commented and said that they really like my book because it's interesting, it's exciting. It's not. Well, one guy told me, because one guy said the themes aren't overly feminine. Still not quite sure what that means, but I mean, hey, like, all
I hear you,
right,
brother.
like, all right, it doesn't sound disrespectful. It sounds like
Right.
I have questions, but 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 yeah, you can reach out to me via email at authordreenicole@gmail.com. again, or you can message me on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram under underscore Dree Nicole underscore. So yeah, just reach out to me, add me, um, or even if you want to call me or text me. Actually, I'll put that in because I got a new number and everything. So
Yeah. So yeah, yeah, you could
I
just
have
put
a
all that in the
number
comments.
that I give out or whatever. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
put that in the
Yeah.
comment
Put
section
and
and
then we
everything. But
people can
yes,
have it.
if you have any questions about meditation or about using my use of marijuana medicinally, how I dosed or anything like that, what strains to use and for what, please reach out. If you have any questions about my relationship with my husband, I am open to talk to talk about that. Well, I'm open. I don't give out too much of his stuff, but as long as he's comfortable with it, then hey, then I will share. In regards to me, I am pretty much an open book.
Gotcha.
Not a
Gotcha.
whole lot that I won't share. But yeah, because hey, it's like I'm loving me, so hey, you either gonna take me as I am or you're gonna leave me alone.
Or you gonna leave me alone. It is what it is. Well, thank you for sharing. Thank you for coming into this space. Thank you for sharing this information and being vulnerable. And again, giving us hope, giving us the process and some of the steps for healing, making it tangible, making it real to all of us that are listening. So thank you to you and your family for allowing us in this space. And for this time, we'll talk later about all those other good things that you got going on. But once we get out, you can just put your information in the comments. And so anybody that want to follow up, it'll be in the comments. All righty. That will work. Well, you have a good night, ma'am. Thank you
You as
kindly
well,
for
love.
being here. All
Oh, of
right. I'll
course.
talk to you soon. Good night.
Good night.
Lightroom, y'all. That was really, really good. Y'all know I be getting all excited and everything about good stuff. Listen, somebody says, what does healing look like? Or how does one heal? She just showed you healing her way. She just told you the beautiful story of death to life, okay? And from life to death and back to life. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. I don't know how many medications, or I'm not going to say I don't care. Regardless to how many medications you're taking right now, regardless to the pain and the discomfort that you're feeling right now, you just bear witness. This ain't somebody from somewhere you don't know about. We went to school together. I know this person, okay? And many of you know her. So what God does for one person, he can absolutely do for you. So don't lose hope in yourself. Don't lose hope and faith in God, and don't lose hope in your process to the promise. Again, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. We have one more good Monday in May, and it's gonna be fire. Y'all already know. I hope y'all have been enjoying the 2023 guests. I absolutely have. It's just, really a great addition to the ones that were in 2022. Thank you to every guest that has ever come through the Light Room. I appreciate your expertise. I appreciate your vulnerability and your knowledge to this space. For those of you who stop by, those of you who stay, those of you who share and continue to be in this space, thank you. I do not take it lightly. I do expect one day, y'all, we're gonna be on TV or something. Y'all can be like, I used to be on the Light Room when it was on Facebook. I get you tickets to be in the audience, stick around, okay? Stick around. But every other day, sometimes I question if what we do, and you notice I always say we, because one day it'll be more than me doing this work in this Light Room space. But I always question if what we're doing is actually like really worth it. Is it really benefiting? It absolutely is. I'm not doing this for me. I'm not doing this for my glory at all. But I've been there. I've been to a place where I no longer wanted to be here. I've been to a place where I couldn't see no way out. I've been to a place that was really, really dark. But here I am now with light, sitting on a hill that cannot be hidden. Okay? And that's what the Light Room is. We educate, we empower, and we equip. When you leave this space, I hope you take away valuable tangible things that you can use for your life first, and then for the people that you love and the people that you come in contact with. 988 is the crisis line. You can text talk to 988, or you can dial 988 and talk to a trained counselor. This line is absolutely free. If you need an immediate resource, yes, thank you, Auntie. I love you. If you need an immediate resource for your mental wellness, you don't have family to talk to because they just aren't equipped, not because they don't care, but because they just aren't equipped, dial 988. Don't worry about not knowing the person. You need help in that moment, and these people are trained. They are available, and they are ready to support you and to help you. If you have employee assistance at your job, use the benefits. You can get between 4 to 6 sessions. Some jobs may have unlimited sessions of free counseling. Get the process started. You deserve healing. You deserve to be whole. You deserve a happy life. If you're parents, your children deserve to see you whole, healed, and healthy. You're the first person that they learn from, okay? So do it for yourself so that you can do it for them. This has been the Lightroom for Mental Health Monday. Thank you, Olivia, for my new shirt. I really like it, and I'm going to wear it again tomorrow. So say what you want. I'm telling you now. I'm going to wear it tomorrow. Of course, this will be up on my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share the lives. Share my YouTube link. Let's get the information out. Some people might not be ready to release the stigma. They may want to watch these lives in private or in their own spare time. That's why I keep them up. And that's why I put them on YouTube. So share the information. You don't have, it's free. It's free. Not even 99, it's free. The stars, though, you can support the Lightroom by sending me stars. Stars help me to create content, going to, conferences, workshops, training, buying material, whatever will make me more resourceful and prepared for the work that I do here in the Lightroom. I don't take it lightly, okay? My goal is that if one person's life has changed, one person's life has changed from watching these Mental Health Mondays live, glory be to God. I love y'all. Do something good for yourself. Do something good for somebody else. If you just came in, if you missed it, if you left out, listen, watch the replay. This was good, y'all. This was healing. This was resourceful. And thank you to my beautiful sister for sharing. And shout out to the husband. We are cloning you, sir. Y'all have a good night.